Today on 10 Minute IT Jams, we're joined by Pieter Kraan, who is the Managing Director for Asia Pacific at Leaseweb. Leaseweb is a leading infrastructure as a service provider, serving a worldwide portfolio of 20,000 customers, ranging from SMBs to enterprise. Pieter joins us today to tell us more about Leaseweb and what they're doing in the APAC market. Thank you for coming along, Pieter, and welcome to the Jam.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Let's just jump straight into it. For a business that hasn't worked with Leaseweb before, what are your key products and offerings?
Well, let me give you a breakdown. So we offer, let's say, cloud solutions, private cloud, VMware, Elastic Compute, VPS, object storage, and dedicated service. And that's for customers who need customizable, high performance, high bandwidth solutions. Next to that, we offer cybersecurity solutions and manage our own network. And CDN, private network, in combination with our dedicated servers. So also for customers who need colocation solutions, we are able to deliver, although in APAC that's not always as easy because of local regulations, importing network equipment, and so on. So, and then on the hosting side, we offer web, sub, domain hosting, and also backup Veeam. And also then, of course, important customers who want to have a migration to a server or cloud migration. So, yeah, that's quite a long list of services that are services we offer worldwide. And of course, we tune a bit on the local market and what we can support locally.
Yeah, of course. Well, now, what are the most recent improvements or innovations to Leaseweb's offerings?
Yeah, it's a good question. So at the beginning of 2023, we changed course from, let's say, a hosting portfolio to a cloud portfolio. And we are making major investment in developments in our cloud and private network portfolio. And we're also looking in M&A opportunities in this area.
Well, now, could you explain to our audience who Leaseweb's typical customers are and why they need Leaseweb?
Yeah, of course. So our customers are most part the internet and IT professionals. This means SMB, enterprises born in the cloud, and those transformed by the cloud in industries such as MarTech, AdTech, SaaS, gaming, iGaming, very popular in APAC, and then media, entertainment, e-commerce, big data, and AI, and also fintech. So next to that, we work together with service providers and system integrators. And of course, why customers need us, very important, is save cost and make more profit in the end.
Well, now, what is your to-market strategy, and do you sell direct, or you've touched on a little bit there, do you work with partners and integrators?
So we are selling direct, local and global customers. Although we are a local company, I strongly believe that we have to act as a local company, especially in the APAC region. I mean, we work with local staff who understand the market and also speak the language of the market. You can understand that if you are based in Hong Kong or in Japan, which are one of our entities, and you don't speak the local language, it becomes pretty hard to do business. Next to this, we work with resellers, global resellers and local resellers, which are offering our products on their website, using our APIs for very easy deployment. And then we help them, of course, to secure small and big projects with our local and global sales teams, depends on the location. Next to this, so also, for example, last week, we joined Cloud Expo. We participate in a local event to stay in touch and get a feeling of the market and of course the need. And if you look at APAC, so we are growing very, very fast. So, and that means that also our team is expanding to serve our growing customer base and of course being able to deliver in the speed customers expecting from us. As you can see on our website, for example, 1 to 3 hours for, let's say, pre-built configurations in our data centers. So yeah, the power of our solution is that, yeah, if you migrate, for example, from a hyperscaler to our solutions with dedicated servers or in combination with a cloud solution, yeah, then customers can easily save up to 40%. So very important reasons, of course.
I mean, of course, 40% is nothing to shake a stick at.
Because customers start small, right? With a hyperscaler, and they have all kind of programs to support startups. But then you have the lock-in, right? And then they start making money, and you start making high cost. So yeah, but of course, if you go to, let's say, more, let's say, dedicated solutions, then you also need to have a dedicated support team yourself in the organization to implement those solutions.
Yeah, it's an important thing to keep in mind when you're deciding these things.
It's not, let's say, very straightforward. So, but growing companies, of course, also becoming more professional.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now, what trends are your product development teams laser focused on next?
Well, important to streamline the business is automation. Next to that, of course, also containerization, cloud solutions, and in combination with our private networking. And then, yeah, of course, we build customized platforms. So that's just a big difference.
I take it you guys are implementing some things with artificial intelligence as well?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct. So we have quite some customers in the region in that area, which are growing very fast, giving us also some challenges in capacity, data center capacity in some of the regions. For example, especially Singapore, where data center capacity is pretty limited. But also in Sydney, for example, if you look at the speed the market is growing and how many new data centers are built, that gives you an indication.
It very much does. Well, I mean, speaking of infrastructure, what infrastructure or resources does Leaseweb have in the APAC market?
Well, we serve, let's say, customers from 4 locations. So I'm the managing director of 4 entities. One is, of course, Australia, where we are based in Sydney. We have 3 data center locations over there. Then we are, let's say, have our biggest team in Singapore. And there we have 4 data center locations. Then Hong Kong, 2. And then in Japan, which is our latest company in the APAC family, we have a current 2 data centers. So we are able, let's say, to provide quite a big coverage in the region. Being Singapore, let's say, a very important hub for global customers because of the connectivity.
Yeah, exactly. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I guess one last question to finish off. If an enterprise end user wanted to engage with Leaseweb, what's the best way for them to do that?
Well, if we don't have a relation yet, then of course you can visit our website. We have a chat there, which is basically linked to our global teams. So when we go to sleep in the APAC region, Europe takes over, and after that the US. And for us, the same thing. So we support the US and Europe when they are asleep. Yeah, next to that, of course, you can also send us an email to sales@au.leaseweb.com for Australia.
Awesome. Well, it has been a pleasure having you on the jam, Peter, and hearing more about Leaseweb and what you guys are doing in the market. We look forward to hearing more from Leaseweb very soon.
Thank you very much for having me, Tom.